It's time to make a wish. The new moon in Virgo is our 11/11 moon of the year with the sun and the moon lining up at 11 degrees of Virgo. Want to know how to best tap into this energy? Then grab your birth chart and let's dive in. Welcome back, my Astro family, to today's video where we are breaking down the new moon in Virgo happening on September 2nd, 2024 at 9:55 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So go ahead and adjust that for your time zone. We're going to break it all down in today's video. I am a Virgo sun, so I know all about that Virgo energy. I'm here to help you navigate it, to set your intention, the new beginning in the Virgo area of your chart. We're going to break down the astro weather that's happening around the time of this lunation so you know what you can expect and how to work with this energy. Of course, it's our 11/11 moon of the year. I was so excited when I was doing the 2024 astro forecast and saw that this new moon was happening at 11 degrees of Virgo. When we have the sun at 11 degrees and the moon at 11 degrees, that's that 11/11 portal. We'll talk a little bit more about what that means in today's video. If you're new to me and new to my channel, or this is your first time catching one of my new moon videos, this is how we work through it. First, we're going to do a little bit of an overview. I'm going to give you a gist of what we can expect, but then we hop right into my favorite part of all of my new and full moon videos, where I give you the top 5 fun facts that makes this new moon unique to 2024. Of course, every single year we have a new moon in Virgo, but what makes it different this year? What makes it special? So we'll break that down. Then we are going to dive right into the specifics. You're going to want to go ahead and grab your birth chart. I'll be pulling up the chart of the new moon here, and we'll be looking at what are all the planets up to at the time of this new moon. How are they energetically supporting us? What are some lessons we're supposed to be learning? And ultimately, how are we supposed to be moving forward? Because new moons are the beginning of new cycles. And then I will definitely be giving you some rituals and activities that you can do around the time of this lunation to work with and maximize this energy. And of course, at the end of all my videos, what you're probably most likely here for is your rising sign forecast. In the rising sign forecast, I use whole sign systems. I'm a Western tropical astrologer. If we haven't met before, my name is Mandy Rose, and I call myself the relational astrologer because when I'm doing astro weather forecasting, like in today's video, or whether I'm looking at your birth chart, I'm ultimately helping you understand astrology through the lens of having better relationships, because you understand why people may be acting or feeling the way that they are, and you have a better understanding of who you are in the relationship with yourself because you understand your chart. So when we are doing your rising sign forecast, we will be, of course, looking at your area of life based on your rising sign that this new moon is happening, where you're going to be making a wish and setting a new intention at this 11/11 moon. And I'm also going to be reminding you where your primary life coach is. Each one of us has a primary life coach based on our rising sign, and wherever that planet or celestial body is in the sky at any given moment is most important to you because it is your primary life coach. So I'll be going through that as well in the rising signs and any other messages I think are important for you at this time. So let's go ahead and jump right into the overview. What is going on as we are moving into this new moon in Virgo? Well, the cosmic weather has been very active. August has thrown us for a complete roller coaster. If you watch my September forecast, you know I go way in depth with date by date breakdowns and everything you need to know for the month ahead. And I'm sure you noticed that there is also a lot going on in September. So this new moon is really that portal, the opening energy of September. We have a lot of cosmic weather right before and happening after. So we'll break that down when we get into the specifics. But what I would love to start with is kind of a zoomed out vision of what this new moon represents for us in this time of our lives. When we have the energy of Virgo activated in the cosmos, it is shining and radiating upon us, right? The sun is in Virgo. So every time you feel the sun on your skin, the sun is shining in through your windows. It is shining in that energy of Virgo in the Virgo sun season. So this is a season for us where we are meant to feel this Virgo energy. And it's activating the Virgo area of your birth chart. So wherever Virgo falls in your chart, based on your rising sign, is the area of life you're meant to shine a spotlight on right now. You're meant to do the Virgo thing. Each one of us has Virgo somewhere in our energetic body because when we were born, we breathed in the cosmic energy of all 12 zodiac signs. And where Virgo falls in your birth chart is where you are meant to put your Virgo lens on. And so when we have a new moon around this time, you are meant to set new intentions and new beginnings with that theme and intention of the Virgo lens. You're meant to look optimally at that area of your life. So what is Virgo energy? Let's break that down for a moment. Virgo is an earth energy. So when we are dealing with this zodiac sign, we're dealing with practical, rational, tangible, 3D reality, your physical day to day. And more specifically, Virgo rules not just the physical body, but your overall health and wellness. What do you do on a daily basis that keeps you well? Work-life balance, your sleep habits, your diet, your nutrition, your physical fitness. These little tiny mundane detailed tasks in your life that can add up to your overall well-being. So we're dealing with your 3D world, your 3D reality. Virgo is also an energy of service, wanting to give, wanting to improve, wanting to help solve problems, right? Because that is a physical reality that we live in. Is a problem arises, we think, analyze. Virgo is ruled by Mercury. We comprehend the problem, and then we notice the details and we solve, we move forward, we fix things so that our reality, our physical reality, can look different, can be improved. Now, when we're dealing with the energy of Virgo, it's very organized, it's analytical, it's structured, it's detailed, it makes sense. It's all about efficiency, running really smoothly. And so that Virgo area of your birth chart is where you're meant to get organized, to get your ish together, to make your life feel easier. And of course, to solve any problems in that area of your life, especially around this new moon. Now, let's circle back to that 11-11 portal I had mentioned. With the sun being at 11 degrees and the moon at 11 degrees, it activates an 11-11 portal. Now, in numerology, when we see 11-11, it looks like two gates. It's a gate, a portal that you get to walk through. And at the time of a new moon, it's a new beginning, a new intention. When you see 11-11, whether it's on a clock or on a car that drives by, you're supposed to make a wish in numerology. It is making a wish to the higher realms, the other portals, where your ancestors, your angels, your spirit guides, God, source, whatever you believe in, is waiting on the other side of that energetic vortex saying, I'm here to help. I'm here to be of service, but you have to ask, you have to request, you have to make a wish. Are you going to walk through this portal of this new beginning and this new intention? So I love this energy around the time of the new moon. And yes, there are some challenging aspects, and we'll talk about it when we get into the specifics, but overall, it is this opportunity to change the minute, little tiny habits in daily routines in our life that can make a huge difference to our future. Because if you remember, that new moon in Aquarius we had 2 weeks ago was very much trying to jolt us and shake us awake to see where in our life structures needed to crumble, where habits had to die off, where we were stuck in the past and needing to move forward. And so now this new moon comes along right before the eclipse portal opens and says, are you willing to do the tiny little detailed changes? Are you willing to get organized? Are you willing to move forward? So we're going to make a wish. We're going to set an intention. I'm going to help you with that when we get to the rising sign forecast. But what I would love to do now is jump into my favorite part of my video, and that's my top 5 fun facts of what makes the new moon in Virgo unique to 2024. And the first one I already mentioned, it's the fact that we are having this new moon at 11 degrees with the sun and the moon at 11-11, activating that 11-11 portal, which then leads us right into the second fun fact, which is very unique to 2024 because we have not had a new moon in Virgo that has led to an eclipse season portal in over 9 years. So what does this mean? The moon is in Virgo. And as soon as the moon leaves Virgo and enters into the zodiac energy of Libra, which is happening on September 4th, we enter in and open up the ecliptic portal. Why? Because in 2 weeks at the full moon in Pisces, where the sun is still going to be in Virgo, we are going to experience a full moon Pisces lunar eclipse. Now, this is going to be a partial eclipse because the node is still actually in the zodiac energy of Aries. It's what we call an out of sign eclipse. So as soon as this new moon is over and we've made our wish and we've set intentions to change our daily routines, our daily habits to nourish our physical body, we are going to get an opportunity to move forward in our lives. Now, the third fun fact to keep in mind is that this new moon, whatever new intentions we set around this time, after we make our wish and we move forward and we understand the ecliptic portal is open, the ecliptic portals is like a time for 6 weeks where our hands are off the wheel, the universe has control, it is guiding us and directing us to our path, to our destiny. Fated experiences happen to us that are meant for us to work through and navigate. And after that happens, what we set the intention, what happens right now on September 2nd, is going to grow as that new moon grows to the full moon in Virgo on March 13th. But that full moon in Virgo on March 13th is going to be an eclipse, a fated, destined culmination, peak illumination of something coming to fruition that is meant for us, the wish we make at the new moon in Virgo. When it comes to life, to the biggest it can be at the full moon in Virgo in 6 months, it's going to come as an eclipse, fated and destined for us. I love this energy. And then the fourth fun fact, when we get to this new moon in Virgo next year, it is also going to be an eclipse. Now, we have not had eclipses in the zodiac energy of Virgo in almost 9 years. So this is a very unique time in the astro weather where we're getting this final opportunity at the new moon to set a new intention with a wish, with 1111, to prepare us for the eclipse portal beginning. Now, when does the eclipse portal begin? Well, this is the fifth fun fact, which is so unique. I don't think anything happens by coincidence. I think it's all cosmic divine alignment. I think it's our life coach planets serving us as long as we're listening and paying attention to the astro weather. And the fifth fun fact is that the South Node will officially enter into the zodiac energy of Virgo, where we're having this new moon on January 11th of 2025. 111 is when the node actually enters into Virgo. And we're having the new moon here now to make a wish at 1111, all the ones. And ones in numerology symbolize a beginning, a fresh start, an opportunity to really just clean slate something and begin again. So I love this energy. The South Node is the node that's going to be moving through Virgo for the next 18 months. Once we get into 2025, and the South Node clears and removes and let go and sheds weight in the Virgo area of your life. But again, it rules our physical health, our well-being, our daily habits. Where do you need to cut away negative habits, things that aren't serving you? Where do you need to remove yourself from maybe too much work or too many tasks on your calendar, right? This is us like getting our ish together better than ever. And we can see this already in society thriving with more people caring about their health, caring about the food they eat, caring about their physical fitness, caring about getting the right doctors. Like, we're already seeing this come to fruition. It is going to manifest bigger and bigger over the next 2 years with the eclipses impacting Virgo and Pisces. So if you are in the health and wellness field or the spiritual, energetic industry, you are going to do so well as the nodes of destiny, the nodes of fate, the nodes of karma come in and help rebalance our conscious collective and help us care more about our physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual bodies. So this is such an exciting time in our up level as humanity. And I think we should just hop right into the specifics. So for this portion of the video, grab your birth chart. I'm going to pull up the chart of the new moon. I'm going to help you look at your birth chart to see how it may be impacting you specifically. But before we do that, real quickly, I wanted to share with you 3 announcements for our Astro Weather family, for our community. The first one is a reminder, if you are in our private Telegram channel, we are going to have a new moon in Virgo intention setting ceremony on September 2nd at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Zoom. It's going to be virtual, so make sure you join us. We're going to work together to make our wishes, to set our intentions, to work with this energy. This is so exciting, and prepare for the eclipse portal together. If you want to join us, I have a free 7-day sign up link in the description box below where you can hop into our Telegram group. Every day you're going to get a daily astro weather report. You're going to get guidance from me, education on astrology, how to learn about your chart. We have an amazing group chat going on as well, but you will get the new moon ceremony whether you can hop on live or you want to watch the replay and do the ceremony on your own. So I'd love to have you join us for that. The second announcement is, and I haven't even told anyone in the Astro family yet, is that I'm going to open up 20 readings for the eclipse season portal. mini readings for only $75. You get 30 minutes with me live on Zoom. We're going to be looking at this specific ecliptic portal happening in the fall, how it's impacting your chart, what you need to know, what you need to pay attention to, how to work with the energy, and anything else that you might need to know as we wrap up 2024. So I'm only going to have 20 available. You can book in my Calendly link in the description box. I will send you an email to confirm your time and to make sure you made it before the 20 signups. And the third final thing that I'm going to share with you, which I mentioned in the September forecast video, is I have the ECLIPSE-TEE special going on. You are essentially going to receive 2 teas, the Virgo and the Pisces tea blends, and you're going to get a tea blend of your choice for free. So buy 2, get 1 free. And these tea blends are formulated by a master herbalist to tap into the energy of that cosmic zodiac sign. So for example, our Pisces tea blend is what I call our spiritual blend. It is beautiful for prayer, for meditation, for doing your hot girl walks, for sitting in silence, for journaling. It is our spiritual meditative blend. And Virgo, on the other hand, which rules our health and wellness, is our digestive blend. So it helps with gut health, it helps with the physical body, it helps with cleansing, it helps with detoxing. And these 2 blends, as you drink them during the eclipse cycle happening in September, and you can also hold on to these blends and enjoy them during the upcoming eclipse cycle that will last us for 18 months starting next year. And then the tea blend that you get for free is your choice. You can choose your sun sign, you can choose your rising sign. Each one is formulated to a different part of the body. So let's say, for example, you're needing some assistance with your lungs. Gemini rules the lungs. You could get the Gemini blend. And if you want more help deciding which tea blend to get, you can just head again to the description box below. I have a contact form on the tea website. Reach out to me. I'll help you figure out what your third free blend should be. And to serve you even more, like I do as a Virgo going overboard, is I have these really beautiful pendulum tea strainers that you can upgrade for $10 to. So for $30, you get 3 tea blends and a pendulum, and you are set for the ecliptic portal. Thank you so much for sticking around for those announcements. I appreciate you so much, my Astro family. I'm always looking for ways that I can serve you to help you align with the cosmic weather, help you understand your chart. If you have any suggestions for future videos or any topics you want me to cover, of course I'm here to serve, so drop them in the comments below. And with that, grab your birth chart. Let's pull up the chart of the new moon in Virgo. Let's see what the planets are up to and how we're going to navigate this energy. So whenever I look at a new or full moon chart, the first thing I'm obviously doing is looking at the sun and the moon. Where are they and what planets are nearby? So of course, sun, moon, 11 degrees of Virgo. Check your chart. Do you have any planets near 11 degrees of Virgo? That would be anything from, let's say, about 7 degrees till about 14 degrees. That would be the orb of influence. If you have planets there, you're going to be more impacted at this time. However, that Virgo area of your chart is being lit up by the sun no matter what. The second thing we can see is that directly opposite the sun and the moon, we have Saturn. Saturn is hanging out over there in Pisces. He's been retrograde in Pisces. We've been hopefully learning the Saturn lessons, as Saturn has been here since March of 2023, helping us get more disciplined, create more commitment, more responsibility, to have a stronger foundation in the Pisces area of our life, opposite Virgo. And of course, we got Neptune hanging out over there as well. So how is this impacting us? Well, Saturn brings restrictions, boundaries. He wants us to grow. He wants us to learn. Sometimes we have to learn the hard ways, and he'll put some obstacle in front of us and say, how bad do you want it? How high are you willing to jump? How much are you willing to invest and commit? How much of your energy are you willing to give to this thing? Do you want it that bad? And so right now, Saturn's retrograde. So this may not be as challenging, because when Saturn goes retrograde, instead of being this forceful parental energy of obstacles and challenges and making your life feel really hard, he takes a step back when he's retrograde. And he's like, you know what? I want to see if you're going to be your own tough love dad. I want to see if you can do this on your own. So at this new moon, the question is, are you willing to do the hard work without the pressure of the universe to make changes, to fine-tune the details of your life, to become more efficient in your life, to up-level your health without the health scare, without your calendar coming crumbling down, without all these things piling up and you being behind and being late on deadlines? Does it have to come to that? That's the question at this new moon. Because hopefully not. Hopefully you're learning the Saturn and Pisces lessons at this time. Now, the other thing to think about is, as Saturn's in Pisces, Pisces is our spiritual sign, right? It's our energetic sign. And Saturn, as he's moving through Pisces, is saying, do you have faith? What are your beliefs? How energetically aligned are you? And the sun and the moon at 11 degrees, opening up this make-a-wish portal to the other realms. Saturn is saying, do you believe that if you make a wish, that God will answer? If you pray, is God listening? Do you believe that? If you make a wish, do you believe that your spirit guides, your spirit team is sitting right there waiting for your request? How much faith do you have? And sometimes we have to do the work in our everyday life. And sometimes we also have to have faith that there is a higher source, a higher purpose, a higher being that's working behind the scenes to line everything up as we're doing our work, as we're going through our day-to-day experiences, but lining things up for us and assisting us to get to where we want to go. This is the blending of the physical Virgo and the spiritual energetic of Pisces. And when we think of manifestation, it requires both. You have to believe it, but you can't just lay in bed. And you have to work for it and put your energy towards it, but you can't just work. You have to pray and think and believe and change your mindset. And when those two come together, a manifestation occurs. So with Saturn opposite the new moon, it's reminding us that manifestation exists. And that's the focus here. So what are you wishing for at this time? Now be careful, because whenever the moon is opposite Saturn, moon is our emotions, and Saturn can make things harder for us. We can go into victim mode. We can go into self-sabotage. We can go into negative habits. We can go into pity party. We can mentally and emotionally get frustrated. Have faith. Make that wish. Make your plan, get organized, get efficient, do the things you need to do, and you're going to be fine. The other thing I love about this chart, and the second thing I do after I find the sun and the moon, and I look to see what planets are interacting with them, I then look for the ruler of the moon and what they are up to. So when this moon is in Virgo, the ruler of Virgo is Mercury. So what is Mercury up to? Well, Mercury's hanging out over there in Leo, and he just came out of retrograde. He ended his retrograde on the 28th, a few days before this new moon, saying, guess what? I'm going to get back on track. I'm going to make sure that we are thinking clear, that our mind is online, our software, our processing system is supercharged. We're ready to move forward. So when we are analyzing and looking for the problems and understanding our life, our health, our wellness, our daily habits, we see it clearly. We're not having to go backwards. We're not having a foggy haze. We are looking forward. So I love that Mercury's out of retrograde, supporting us with this analytical mind of looking at the details at this time. And in Leo, it's details in an attempt to create more joy, more pleasure, to nourish our inner child, to have more hobbies. We are literally thinking about the things that bring pleasure and joy into our life. So when we clear our calendar, when we get rid of self-sabotage, when we become more efficient, when we become more organized, it leaves time and space for play and fun, time with your family, right? So these are kind of the themes that we're experiencing at this new moon. Now, our ruling planet Mercury is also in a trine to Chiron at this time. Now, this is part of the larger astro weather puzzle, and Mercury has interacted with Chiron 2 times. This is his 3rd time now at this new moon in the last 2 months because of his retrograde. And Mercury trining Chiron brings a supportive, healing energy to this whole puzzle. It's saying, you know what? Mentally, I am healing my thoughts. I am healing my physical body. I am willing to change things and go a little bit deeper in order to figure out why I'm not being organized, why I'm not being efficient, why I have too much work on my plate and not enough time for fun, why I neglect my health, why I sabotage myself by eating the cookies before bed. This is a beautiful healing energy of saying enough's enough. Mercury has already had this conversation with Chiron, and this is that 3rd and final time where it's like mentally it clicks, and I know what I need to do to heal. I know what I need to do to move forward. Amazing energy to support us at this time. Then we can also see Venus in a conjunction to the South Node. This is important for a couple reasons. One, the South Node is the point in space, is the astro weather point that is going to be moving into Virgo on January 11th. That is causing the eclipses in Virgo to begin for the next 18 months. So currently the South Node is in Libra, and Venus is literally smack dab on top of this point, supporting us and saying, hey, what are we going to cut away? South Node is clearing, past, letting go, moving away from the portal. We are stepping back. Venus is our relationships, our finances, creative projects, things we value, our material possessions, and saying, what do I need to give up? What do I need to release? What do I need to let go of? What is not serving me at this time? Where am I caring too much about others? Where is there not a balance, Libra, balance, an equilibrium of give and take, of yin and yang, of feminine and masculine, doing and receiving in my life, around my relationships, around my finances, around time for play and fun and pleasure? And we need to rebalance that at this time. It is fated, it is destined, and is meant for us. The other reason this is important is because, like I said, with the moon at 11 degrees of Virgo, on September 4th, when the moon leaves Virgo and enters Libra, we open up the ecliptic portal. Because as the moon moves from Virgo, Libra, Scorpio, Sagittarius, by the time on September 17th, when it gets to Pisces, directly opposite in the sky, we are going to experience that full moon in Pisces lunar eclipse. And so when the moon hits Libra, it's like it's on its way, it's heading over to Pisces, growing into the ecliptic energy. So it's really important for us to release and let go of relationships, financial things that don't serve us, material possessions that, you know what, I don't care about this anymore. This is just weighing me down, worrying about this stuff. I'm going to sell it at a garage sale. I'm going to put it up on eBay. I'm going to clear house. I'm going to get more organized. I'm going to get more efficient. I'm going to make more space. Make space for the life I actually want, the life I'm wishing for, what is actually going to come to fruition. Super exciting energy. Now, the last few things I just want to point out that are happening in the astro weather around the time of this new moon that's kind of influencing this energy as well is the day before we had Pluto move back into Capricorn. This is the final hoorah of this energy, major energy of Pluto going back into Capricorn, crumbling things, rearranging structures in society. This is going to allow some of our wishes to come true because the old patterns, the old traditions, the old ways of being are going to crumble. And this new moon in Virgo deals a lot, again, with health and wellness, of healthcare, of, energetic and spiritual practices. And I think a lot of the old systems around that are going to start falling. And that's going to allow us to have better health. It's going to allow us to understand collectively that energy is super important to our overall well-being. So it should be really interesting to see how that plays out. Not a coincidence, I think, that this is all happening at the same time. And of course, the day before, Uranus went retrograde. This is a huge shifting of energy. Anytime a planet retrogrades or comes out of retrograde, it is a huge changing of energy as something moves from one direction into another direction, right? It's like inertia, where if something is in motion, to change it into a different direction takes a lot of force, a lot of pressure to redirect it. And so Uranus is going through this shift right now. And Uranus is choosing change. He's saying, let's go inward. Let's make these massive shifts. Let's rebel. Let's focus on ourselves and the future we want by doing something that liberates us, that takes our shackles off. And so hopefully that is what you're making your wish around. And hopefully that is allowing you to feel healthy and more vital in your life moving forward. And we see, lastly, Mars is in a square to Neptune. And this just helps us in the background have the motivation, have the drive to be inspired, to have faith in something, to see clearly as Neptune is retrograde, rose-colored glasses are off. We're seeing very clearly the reality of our life and where we've neglected our health, we've neglected our calendars, we've neglected the balance, like we've neglected a lot of things. And Mars is saying, okay, see it now. Let me help you move forward. So all in all, this is all working together in our favor. I hope you tap into this energy. I hope you make some wishes. Let's talk about some rituals and activities you can do around the time of this new moon to work with and maximize this energy. And then we'll get into your rising sign forecast. So the first activity I would do around this time is I would hang out with some animals, specifically pets, because this is an area of life that Virgo rules. We are in a portal, again, of making wishes. Animals are so energetic beings. They help us really feel alive. So if you have a dog, go take it to a dog park, go spend some time with your pet, give it a little extra love. If you don't have a pet, maybe go to an animal shelter and love up on those animals. Just a great day to interact with animals. The second thing you could do around the time of this new moon is clean out some space in your life. Do a closet declutter, organize your desk, go through that junk drawer, do something, pick an area of your house, your life that you want to organize, that you want to make more efficient, that you want to just literally give some room to for new beautiful things to enter. And the third and final thing that you could do around the time of this new moon, which would be so optimal, is work on your physical health in some way. So maybe it's going for a really long walk. Maybe it's doing a 1-day water or juice fast. Maybe it's setting up your doctor's appointments. Maybe it's creating a new nutrition plan for yourself. Do something to nourish your physical body would be so ideal at this time and to set you up for success as you make your wishes, as you reorganize this area of your life, and it comes to fruition at that full moon in Virgo on March 13th as an eclipse, bringing you a fated destined gift. So that wraps up the overview of our new moon as we move into the rising sign forecast. Just want to thank you so much for being here, supporting me, supporting the channel. If you have not subscribed yet, will you please subscribe? I am a Virgo sun, which means my birthday is August 31st in a couple days after I post this video. And I would love to see my subscriber count go up as I've been working on this channel for 3 years, showing up here to give you the astro weather. I have something really exciting launching on my birthday that is dealing with relational astrology and helping you have better relationships by understanding astrology. So stay tuned for that. You're not going to want to miss it. So hit subscribe. And I hope you enjoy it as much as I enjoyed creating it. So with that, let's jump into the rising sign forecast. Aries risings, this new moon in Virgo is happening in your 6th house. So you want to make a wish around your health, your wellness, your daily habits, your routines, and your work life. If these are areas of life you've been craving a change, you want something new, you want a new job, you are praying for the right doctor, you are hoping to change something physically about your body, like losing weight or growing your hair out. If there is something in this category, this is your time to set that new intention, to physically, tangibly look at your day-to-day habits, look at the details of this area of your life, and set an intention, but also make a wish. Pray for something to change here. This pocket of opportunity is open here for you. It is Virgo sun season, so the sun is highlighting, illuminating this area of your life all the way until September 22nd. So focus in on this area. And don't forget, we have the South Node entering into this area of your life on January 11th of 2025. Once that South Node enters into your 6th house, you are going to have eclipses here. It is going to be fated, destined endings, asking you to release and let go of things that don't serve you in this area of your life. So this could be you breaking up with a doctor that maybe you've had for 20 years because they're not helping you get healthier. Maybe it's a job because the work-life balance is so disrupted. You are working 80 hours a week and it's not serving your health and you finally give that job up. Maybe you get rid of some self-sabotage or some habits like eating cookies and candy all the time. So that's going to be very fated. It's like the universe is almost going to force you to do it. So you have an opportunity right now at this new moon to set those intentions and work on it with your own free will before the universe forces things upon you and forces things to happen that make you change it beyond your own will. So just something to know, something to highlight. Now, I would love to kind of talk about your primary life coach, which is Mars. Remember my Aries rising. You need to know where Mars is at all times, as he is your primary coach, teaching you lessons of how to move forward. Mars is that planet of getting in the left lane, the masculine energy, your drive, your stamina, your chi. Wherever he is in the sky, that is going to affect you, my Aries risings, and how you're moving forward and how you're making decisions throughout the chapters of your life. And at the time of this new moon, as you're setting your intentions and as you're moving forward, Mars is in his final moments of Gemini. He's at that anaretic degree saying, hey, we're going to move forward with logic. We're going to think things through. We're going to get more details. We're going to ask more questions. We want the facts. So this is really beautiful at this time as you are moving forward in your health, your wellness, your daily routines of giving the information. And once you get that information, it helps you move forward. It makes you motivated. So for example, you could hear a study or watch something on TikTok and all of a sudden you're like, oh my gosh, this is the diet I want to follow. I never knew it existed. Or you're having a conversation and you're networking with someone in your neighborhood and they tell you about an amazing doctor that they've been seeing. Pay attention because information that could be coming to you could help motivate you and help you make a decision of where you need to go when it comes to your 6th house area of life. So my Aries risings, I hope that is helpful for you. Let me know in the comments below the wish that you're making at this time around the Virgo area of your life. So I'm going to send you so much love and light at this new moon in Virgo. I have a little surprise for you. If you are curious how I plan my month ahead by understanding the astro weather, I'm going to be dropping a video on September 1st. I've never never made a video like this before, and I am going to be walking you through with my calendar how I look at the astro weather and how I strategically plan my month out by knowing what is going on in the astrology. So grab your birth chart and your calendar, hit the notification bell so you don't forget, and I'll see you back here on September 1st to help you plan your month ahead. My Taurus risings, this 11/11 new moon in Virgo is happening in your 5th house. So we are going to be setting intentions and making wishes around the areas of life in this 5th house, which includes children, creative and passion projects, your hobbies, what you like to do for fun, your dating life, your romance life, and anything that brings you joy or pleasure. So if this is an area of life you've been wanting to improve, you've been wanting to expand, this is your time to move forward. Let's say you've been wanting to get back in the dating scene, or you're praying for that optimal partner for you. Make that wish, set the intention, and move forward. Get back on some dating apps. Maybe there's a project you've been wanting to work on and you just haven't found the time. Set the intention, put that wish out into the universe. Pray and say, hey, give me the time, give me the inspiration, give me what I need to move forward on this. Maybe it has something to do with your children. You're just wanting them to have something come to them like college acceptance letter, or you want something like their health to improve. Make that wish around your children. Set your intention to spend more time with them. Anything that can bring more joy, nourish your inner child. This is the new moon to do that, because remember, when we get to January 11th of 2025, the South Node is going to enter into this area of your life and the eclipse cycle is going to begin. And this is going to last 18 months. And the South Node entering your 5th house for that time frame is going to cut away, is going to release, it's going to end karma. It's going to wrap up cycles in this area of your life, but they're fated. They're going to be experiences that happen to you a little bit beyond your free will. So we want to get this area right. We want to make that wish. We want to set that intention. We want to start moving forward before the universe forces upon us the changes that we're going to have to make. And so just pay attention to this. Now, I would love to circle back to what your primary life coach is up to at this time. This is so important for you, Taurus risings. Venus is your primary life coach, and she allows you to tap into the energy of what you do best, which is receive, which is to attract and magnetize beautiful and pleasurable things into your life. She helps you to understand what you should value, what you should prioritize in different areas of your life, dependent on the zodiac sign she's in at any given time. So at this new moon in Virgo, as you're making your wish, how are we attracting and magnetizing the wish to come towards you? Well, Venus is now in the zodiac energy of Libra. And I love this for you because Libra is her home sign. It's where she's very potent energetically, where she can be in her highest vibration. And this way of attracting for you, my Taurus risings, is by creating balance, by creating harmony, by making things beautiful, making them aesthetically pleasing. And so as we are setting new intentions and wishing in the 5th house area of your life, you are going to look at how can you make the relationship with your children more peaceful, more balanced, more giving and receiving, looking at your creative projects and saying, hey, maybe I'm going to get started on it when I feel beautiful. Maybe I got to get dressed up. Maybe I got to make my room that I'm going to paint in more beautiful. Make it aesthetically pleasing, and it'll bring inspiration for this creative project. Maybe you want to start a new hobby. Maybe you want to meet someone on a dating app, but you got to balance your own energy. Get beautiful, feel beautiful. That's how you're going to make this wish and move forward at this new moon in Virgo. So always pay attention to where Venus is, and she's in your 6th house. So this has a lot to do with your physical body, your physical well-being, which is typically the Virgo area of the chart. So really focus on feeling beautiful within your body, your daily habits, bringing balance into your daily habits, and that's going to help you make this wish and move forward at this time. So I'm going to send you so much love and light at this new moon in Virgo. I have a little surprise for you. If you are curious how I plan my month ahead by understanding the astro weather, I'm going to be dropping a video on September 1st. I've never made a video like this before, and I am going to be walking you through with my calendar how I look at the astro weather and how I strategically plan my month out by knowing what is going going on in the astrology. So grab your birth chart and your calendar, hit the notification bell so you don't forget, and I'll see you back here on September 1st to help you plan your month ahead. My Gemini risings, this is a really important new moon for you because your primary life coach is Mercury, and not only does Mercury rule Gemini, but he also rules Virgo. So when we're having this new moon in Virgo, it's going to impact you, and the best news is that Mercury is out of retrograde at this time, so you are feeling much better, and he is able to help you move forward in a very logical way. So we'll circle back to Mercury in just a second, but this new moon in Virgo is happening in your 4th house, a really exciting area of your chart. I call it one of the anchor houses because it really impacts your day-to-day life, your home, and your family. So you are going to 11-11 make a wish around this area. You're going to set new intentions, have new beginnings. When it comes to your home, this could be anything from literally finding a new home, moving homes, or it could be renovating your home, updating your home, cleaning your home, because Virgo loves some cleaning and some organizing, or it could deal with your family. So it could be new family members moving in. It could be new interactions with your family, building new relationships with old family members that you haven't talked to in a while. All of this is a beautiful pocket of opportunity. Now, if you've been wanting to make a wish around this area of your life, you've been praying for something, this is a perfect time to do it as well. Remember, your area of life, of home and family, this 4th house, is through the lens of Virgo. You are meant to have a very clean, organized, efficient environment to live in. This is for all my Gemini risings. So if your home does not have this energy of Virgo, of the details, of the little things, feeling good, it's time to get this house in order. And this is also important to remember because the South Node is going to move into this area of your chart on January 11th for 18 months. And when that happens, we're going to have eclipses here. We are going to have eclipses in your career house and your area of home and family for the next 18 months, getting a little preview of that in 2 weeks at the full moon in Pisces. So you're going to have some fated, destined changes coming to your career and coming to your home life. One may impact the other. You may have this job opportunity that shows up, but you have to move for it. Or maybe you have to leave your home for some reason and you can't find a home in your local environment because it's too expensive. So you move somewhere else and have to start a new job. These are going to be fated things that may happen to you, my Gemini rising. So right now we're going to set the intention and we're going to get our home area of life in tip-top Virgo shape because we know that changes are going to be happening. So keep this in mind. Of course, so much more to talk about with this, and I will keep you posted, especially at the full moon in Pisces video I'll be having come out here shortly. But this is a key piece of where you're at in your timeline here on Earth. Now, I want to circle back to Mercury for a second. He is your primary life coach, so it is important to understand what he's up to at any given moment. As your primary life coach, you are someone that is meant to learn most of your lessons here through thought, through conversation, through networking, through understanding life. And wherever Mercury is at any given time is the lens or the zodiac energy through which you are going to communicate, learn, and share information through. Now, Mercury, like I mentioned, is out of retrograde now, and he's in the zodiac energy of Leo. This is important to understand because right now you are thinking and trying to understand how to bring more joy and pleasure into your life. By doing this, you are going to make decisions around your home, setting those new intentions around your home because you want more joy. You want to have more fun. And when you have a clean house and it's efficient and you've decluttered and you don't have to come home and do laundry and do all the dishes and do all these things because there's systems and structures in place to keep you efficient in your home, you will have more time to come home and have joy, have fun, go play a sport, go to dance classes, have a hobby. So Mercury right now, as he's been retrograding, helping you learn and think what brings you joy, it's going to help you set these intentions and move forward in your 4th house of home. And Mercury's in your 3rd house. So you're just doing a lot of learning, a lot of thinking. You might be watching a lot of videos on organization. You might be trying to network or connect with someone who does some sort of home organization. Maybe you're talking to someone in your family. You're traveling to see someone in your family to build those new relationships. All of this could be going on for you, my Gemini risings. So I'm going to send you so much love and light at this new moon in Virgo. I have a little surprise for you. If you are curious how I plan plan my month ahead by understanding the astro weather, I'm going to be dropping a video on September 1st. I've never made a video like this before, and I am going to be walking you through with my calendar how I look at the astro weather and how I strategically plan my month out by knowing what is going on in the astrology. So grab your birth chart and your calendar, hit the notification bell so you don't forget, and I'll see you back here on September 1st to help you plan your month ahead. My Cancer risings, every time we get to a new or full moon, it is very important for you, as your primary life coach is the moon. So this energy is very potent for you at this time. Let's break it down. Let's understand it. This new moon is happening in your third house. So we're going to set intentions. We're going to make a wish around this area of life. And this includes traveling to see people in your local community, short distance travel, like to another state. This deals with your siblings. It deals with education and learning. Maybe you want to enroll in a new class or get accepted into a new school. Maybe you want to share and teach and educate other people. It's also the area of life that deals with social media, platforms of communication. Maybe you've been wanting to start a YouTube or a podcast. Maybe you've been wanting to write a book. Maybe you want to share your story in some way. These are all experiences that you could begin, that you could set intentions to put your time and energy towards. You could make a wish that one of these new endeavors turns out to be a certain way that you've been desiring. The third house also deals with transportation. So this could be getting a new bike, getting a new car, having a new mode of transportation. It deals also with your neighborhoods, your local communities, your local networks. So maybe you've been wanting to get out and network with people to expand your business by meeting other local business owners. Maybe you want to set an intention to get to know your neighbors. All great things for you, as this new moon is asking you to move forward in the third house area of your life. Important to understand that on January 11th of 2025, the South Node is going to enter into this area of your life. And the South Node asks you to release, to let go, to end karma, to end cycles, to move away from something that's not serving you. So once the ecliptic cycle begins officially next year, over the next 18 months, you're going to have to change some of these things in your life. And they are experiences that are going to happen to you. So you may change neighborhoods, change communities. You may have a car that breaks down and it's time for you to get a new car. So what are things that you can begin now, set intentions around, make wishes around, knowing that there's going to be some fated change later on, but you have a head start because it's what you really want at this time. Now, of course, you are ruled by the moon. So my Cancer risings, just give yourself grace and patience as we get to new moons. It is really a new cycle for you in your life every single month to say, you know what, I'm setting an intention. I'm really clearing energy and moving forward in a way that is so supportive for you. So, and just remember, my Cancer risings, as someone who is ruled by the moon, your emotions can change, your feelings can change. This could be a heightened time for you where really you're feeling all the feels around newness and not knowing what the new life is going to be like. There's a lot of push for you forward right now as Mars is about to move into Cancer, your first house. So you're going to be wanting to take a lot of action and making decisions and moving forward in your identity, in your appearance, and how you want to be seen. You're about to go through a massive up level as Mars has not been in your first house in 2 years, and he's going to retrograde here. So literally for the next 6 months, he's going to be hanging out here for a long time. So you're about to go through an up level of sorts. So let's just slowly start moving forward, setting intentions. And if you got something to share, this is the perfect time to get out there and tell your story. So I'm gonna send you so much love and light at this new moon in Virgo. I have a little surprise for you. If you are curious how I plan my month ahead by understanding the astro weather, I'm going to be dropping a video on September 1st. I've never made a video like this before, and I am going to be walking you through with my calendar how I look at the astro weather and how I strategically plan my month out by knowing what is going on in the astrology. So grab your birth chart and your calendar, hit the notification bell so you don't forget, and I'll see you back here on September 1st to help you plan your month ahead. Leo risings, you're ruled by the sun. So every time we have a new and a full moon, it is a very important heightened time of energy for you as the sun is illuminating this lunar energy. We'll circle back to what that means in a second, but let's look at this new moon, the 11/11 moon, asking you to set new intentions, new beginnings, and make a wish in the second house money area of your life. We love this energy for you, my Leo risings. This new moon is all about your finances, your material possessions, your sense of security, your income, money on your mind, mind on your money. We are going to start new chapters here. A beautiful time for you to create another stream of income, maybe to leave your job for a new job that's going to bring more money to you. Maybe it's acquiring an asset or resource you've been wanting for quite some time. Maybe it's about releasing and letting go of material possessions that you don't value, you don't care about anymore. But remember, this is through the energy of Virgo. So my Leo risings, you are meant to look at your financial sector of life through that Virgo lens, to be structured, to be organized, to have a clear, realistic perspective on the money coming in and the money coming out. And how you make money best is through being of service, through solving problems, of being a perfectionist, of seeing the small details. So if you're struggling with finances, not only is this a beautiful time with a new moon to set new intentions, and it being 11/11, giving you an opportunity to make a wish to the other realms to support you with this, but also understanding that you should be in an industry that allows you to be in this Virgo energy. This is how you're going to make money best. So I love this time for you. Now, don't forget, when we get to January 11th of 2025, the South Node is going to enter into your financial sector. The North Node will be opposite in the sky in Pisces in your 8th house. And so we're about to go into an ecliptic portal with a little preview of that at the next full moon in Pisces as an eclipse on September 17th. But really, when we get into 2025 for 18 months, you're going to have eclipses rocking your financial areas of life, rearranging the ways in which you share your finances, receive your finances, your material possessions, inheritances, all sorts of financial things coming up for you. And eclipses are fated and destined. They get you back on track. They're experiences that happen to you. So what we want to do at this new moon is we want to set intentions. We want to make sure that we're organized. We want to make sure that we are praying for what we really desire, what we really wish for in the second house area of your life. And also understanding that there may be some redirection in the upcoming 2 years. Now, I want to circle back real quick to the sun being your primary life coach. This is important to remember, my Leo risings, because the sun rules you. So wherever the sun is in the sky, whatever sun season we're currently in, impacts you the most. So you are someone that wants to really follow the astrological calendar, the astrological seasons of the sun. So wherever the sun is, wherever is shining a spotlight upon in your chart, is the area you need to focus on. Right now, the sun is in Virgo, right? So you are meant right now to shine your energy, shine your attention. The spotlight is highlighting, it's like a magnifying glass on your financial area of life. So give it attention, focus on it, really work through that Virgo energy, get super organized. This is going to be important for you, my Leo risings. So I'm going to send you so much love and light at this new moon in Virgo. I have a little surprise for you. If you are curious how I plan my month ahead by understanding the astro weather, I'm going to be dropping a video on September 1st. I've never made a video like this before, and I am going to be walking you through with my calendar how I look at the astro weather and how I strategically plan my month out by knowing what is going on in the astrology. So grab your birth chart and your calendar, hit the notification bell so you don't forget, and I'll see you back here on September 1st to help you plan your month ahead. My Virgo risings, happy astrological new year. What that means is when the sun enters into Virgo, kicking off Virgo sun season, you have a new beginning in your chart because you have Virgo in your first house. So this is where your astrological year begins. When we have this new moon, this is you setting that new intention, that new beginning in who you are and how you want to be. And I know it may not be your birthday because that's where the sun was when you were born, but being a Virgo rising, when the sun returns to your first house, we are kicking off a new chapter of you up-leveling your life. Now, this new moon is saying, let's make a wish, let's set some intentions that focus on me. First house is all about me, my wants, my needs, my desires, how I want to be seen, my physical body, my physical vessel, the attitude, the avatar I want to present to the world, and what do I want that to look like moving forward? So this could be a beautiful time to set intentions or new beginnings around your wardrobe, around your physical body, maintaining your physical body, updating your profile photos on your social media. This could be about, working on your physical or mental or emotional body so that when you meet other people, you have a different energy, a different vibe. You could make some wishes around some dreams or desires that you've been craving, something that you want out of your life, and saying, you know what, I'm going to commit to this. I want to go for it. It's time for me. I want to focus on myself. All beautiful energy for you, my Virgo risings. And of course, it is Virgo sun season. So you get to have that sun highlighting and shining a spotlight on your first house, all about you, until we get to Libra sun season on September 22nd. And then the sun is going to move into your money house, which is also a very exciting time for you as well. Now, don't forget, we are going to have the South Node on January 11th of 2025 moving into your first house. This is really important to remember because that means we are going to have eclipses in your first house and your seventh house for the next 18 months, with a little preview of that on September 17th at the next full moon. So you're going to have eclipses rocking your me house and your we house, a very relationship focused time where external experiences, external things, circumstances are going to be happening to you to have you change your identity, change the way in which you are. The South Node asks you to release, let go, cut away from. And so you're going to be going through a major up level. It starts here, it starts now, it starts with your intentions. But maybe, for example, you've been single for a really long time. And right now you're saying, I'm going to focus on me. I'm going to do all the things I've been wanting to do. I'm going to travel. I'm going to go after my career goals. It's all about me. And then when the eclipse cycle happens, the South Node comes in and says, okay, it's time to release that identity. You've had that way too long. That single title you've had, it's time to let that go. Let's bring in that destined partner, as the North Node is in Pisces in your relationship sector. And now you change your identity from single to married. That is something that can be fated and happen. It could also go in reverse. It could also be, a employee to a business owner. Something about your avatar is getting this growth cycle. So a very exciting time for you, my Virgo risings. It's time to up level and take charge of your life in a bigger way than you've ever done before. And I would love to circle back real quick to your primary life coach, which is Mercury. Wherever Mercury is in the sky at any given time is teaching you the most lessons because you are mercurial ruled in your chart. And so you learn through thinking, communicating, networking, sharing, understanding information. And right now, Mercury is in the zodiac energy of Leo. Leo is your 12th house of behind the scenes of the energetic and mental spaces of your life. And so right now, a big part of this up level is changing your mind, changing your thought patterns, reprogramming your subconscious, getting rid of money blocks and money beliefs and different things about the way in which you've programmed yourself to be. And so as you're learning new things, going to talk therapy, praying more, meditating more, getting your mind right, it's going to help you with this up level in a major way. So I'm excited for you, my Virgo risings. This is your time. So I'm going to send you so much love and light at this new moon in Virgo. I have a little surprise for you. If you are curious how I plan my month ahead by understanding the astro weather, I'm going to be dropping a video on September 1st. I've never made a video like this before, and I am going to be walking you through with my calendar how I look at the astro weather and how I strategically plan my month out by knowing what is going on in the astrology. So grab your birth chart and your calendar, hit the notification bell so you don't forget, and I'll see you back here on September 1st to help you plan your month ahead. My Libra risings, I have such an exciting forecast for you. So let's kick off. Let's start with the fact that your primary life coach is Venus, and Venus just entered her home sign of Libra. So not only is she your primary life coach, which essentially means throughout the course of your life, wherever Venus is, whatever she is up to in the sky at any given time is teaching you the most lessons. You are a sign that is meant to attract, to magnetize, to receive abundance, to be in that feminine flow state, to make life beautiful, to make life pleasurable. And you do that through the energy in which Venus is at that time. And right now she's at home in Libra, which is your first house. So right now you are making yourself beautiful. You are focusing on how to create a beautiful appearance out into the world. Very exciting energy. So at this time, you are very magnetic. You are attracting all sorts of things to you, which gives you the power at this new moon, this 11/11 portal, to not only set intentions, but to make a wish in the Virgo area of your life, which is your 12th house. So we are going to have new beginnings around your mental, emotional, and energetic body, which essentially means this is a beautiful time to set intentions to increase your spiritual or intuitive gifts, to start a new spiritual practice, to work on your mental health, to reprogram your subconscious, to go to therapy. This is literally about the thoughts that you think create and magnetize experiences to you. This is literally you having the power right now to attract anything you want by getting your energetic vibration in alignment, setting an intention around that in Virgo, by really analyzing the small details, the small thoughts you have on a day-to-day basis, by looking at the habits that you have and if they help increase your vibration. This is such a beautiful time for you. I would definitely say to maximize and work with this powerful and potent energy. I would release and clear and purge anything that is weighing you down. This would be a beautiful time for you to do a spiritual, energetic, or physical detox in some way. Past life regression, cord cutting, karmic clearing, listening to a YouTube video that is about like really refreshing your energy, chakra balancing, anything that really fine tunes the little details. I would also really set some time in your day to day, because Virgo rules your day to day habits, for a spiritual practice. So setting new intentions or a new beginning around gratitude journaling, daily, card pullings if you're into oracle or tarot cards, connecting to God, going to church more if that's something you're called to. This would be a beautiful time to set that new intention. Now, making a wish in this area of your life is very much about prayer and talking to your ancestors, talking to your spirit guides. The 12th house is the other realms, the unseen spaces. So they are there to listen. They're there to make that wish come true for you. And your primary life coach, Venus, is attracting and magnetizing everything to you as she's in your first house. Now, also remember, when we get to the new moon in Libra next month, that is your new moon of the year, as it's happening in your first house. And it's happening as an eclipse, fated, destined energy, new moon on steroids. An eclipse new moon is like a new moon times 10. So this is happening in your first house. Again, new intentions around who you are, your wants, your dreams, your desires, how you want to be seen in the world, your avatar getting an up level, a glow up of sorts. And new moon eclipses are like these new intentions on steroids. Such beautiful, powerful energy for you, my Libra risings. I'm really excited for you because I know you've been going through it with the current eclipse cycle. So things are about to change for you. Now, also remember, we are going to have the eclipses move out of this first house that's been rocking you and your identity and who you are and trying to figure all this out. And it's going to move on January 11th of 2025 into your 12th house, into your Virgo house, where we are now going to have faded releasing, closing of chapters, letting go as the South Node cuts away things that don't serve you, again in your 12th house. So we're going to cut away those old patterns, those old mental beliefs, those old programs, those old energetic things that have been weighing you down. So there's going to be a lot of karmic clearing for you in the upcoming eclipse cycle. A lot of stagnant, stuck energy that probably doesn't even belong to you. And the North Node will be in your 6th house of your physical health and well-being, your day-to-day habits. You're really going to be up-leveling your physical body while you're cutting and releasing in your energetic, emotional, and mental body. So big shifts coming for you, my Libra risings. I'm so excited for you. So I'm gonna send you so much love and light at this new moon in Virgo. I have a little surprise for you. If you are curious how I plan my month ahead by understanding the astro weather, I'm going to be dropping a video on September 1st. I've never made a video like this before, and I am going to be walking you through with my calendar how I look at the astro weather and how I strategically plan my month out by knowing what is going on in the astrology. So grab your birth chart and your calendar, hit the notification bell so you don't forget, and I'll see you back here on September 1st to help you plan your month ahead. My Scorpio risings, the new moon in Virgo is happening in your 11th house. So we are going to set new intentions. We're going to make a wish in this area of life. This is your area of friendship, community, tribe, being with people that accept you and that get you, that helps support your future, that helps support your goals. The 11th house is also, like I said, the future, your hopes, your dreams, your wishes of what is coming for you down the road. And so we are going to set intentions here. It could be maybe getting together with new friends that you have have been meaning to meet up with. Maybe it's finding a new networking group. Maybe it's a new community of people. You've been hanging out with moms and now you're going to hang out with entrepreneurs. Maybe you've been hanging out with people that you've been going to dance classes with, but now you have a new hobby and you're doing something different in your life. So you're interacting with people who enjoy that new experience with you. This is you really finding a new community, setting new intentions to get out there and meet new people. Now, if you are a business owner, this is a great opportunity for you to not only start something new and serving a new type of community in your business, but also making a wish around reaching a larger audience, reaching a larger community. If you are on social media, this is a great time to really build that tribe of people that are loyal to you or your business or your product in some way. Also, it is really the energy of being a part of something bigger than yourself, finding your tribe and those people that really are going to help you move forward in some big way. Now, because the 11th house also deals with your future, this would be such an amazing time to make that wish 1111 of the dreams, the desires that you aspire to have in your life, that you're looking down the road. Great time for you to do your vision board, do it over if you've already done one. Set that really beautiful intention to receive all those things as we get to the full moon in Virgo in 6 months. That will be an eclipse, bringing fated and destined experiences into your life. So beautiful energy for you, Scorpio risings. And now do keep in mind that once we get to January 11th of 2025, the South Node is going to enter into this 11th house area of your life. Now, the South Node cuts away, releases, asks you to step back from the things that don't serve you. And so that could be a time where some friendship groups that are not meant for you, again, eclipses happen to us. They force us into the path that we're meant to be on if we haven't been walking it already. And so when that happens and the ecliptic cycle starts coming about next year, you may have to step away from tribes and communities that don't align with you. You may have to release and let go of some friendships that just aren't for you anymore. So it's a beautiful time at this new moon to set that intention to meet new people, to expand your wings into other communities, to other groups, because there might be some releasing you have to do. Same thing when it comes to your future and your goals. Maybe you've been holding on to a goal, like you've always wanted to become a doctor. And so you just always thought that was your future and you've been going down this path for so long, but there's that inner knowing at this new moon saying, you know what, I actually don't want that career. I want a different future. I think now at this stage of my life, my future actually looks a lot different. And instead of continuing down this path, I'm going to set a new intention to change directions. I'm going to make a wish. It's all going to work out for me. And I'm going to go become a dancer or a performer, right? Changing your future outlook. Because if we don't do it now, the eclipses next year might force you into it. Because the North Node will be opposite in your 5th house of fun, of pleasure, of romance, of joy, of creativity, of entertainment, of passion projects. And so that is where you're going to be drawn to with the eclipses, of having more fun and joy. And you might have to release the people in your life that don't do the things that bring you fun and joy. So that's the upcoming eclipse cycle. Pay attention. That is on the horizon for us. We're setting the intentions now of what we really want in that 11th house space, getting very clear. It is Virgo, detailed, analytical, really organizing and making intentions to move towards what we really desire. And let's circle to your primary life coaches are Mars and Pluto. Let's focus on Pluto for a moment, because wherever Pluto is in the sky, this is where you're undergoing massive transformation in your life, because you are a Scorpio rising, and that's what you do over and over again throughout the course of your life. And Pluto has been in Capricorn for the last 20 years. At the time of this new moon, he re-entered for his final hoorah. So he's going back into your 3rd house, breaking down and finally releasing and crumbling any thought patterns, any things that you've ever learned that don't serve you. It is allowing you to reprogram your mind in a way that you need to up-level your life and to move forward in a massive way. So there's going to be a lot of mental processing. Think of it as like your mind is getting a software update, right? Like when you update your apps, there's really what's happening for you over the next 2 months before Pluto moves into your 4th house. And then you have a lot of changes over the next 15 years in that area. So massive changes going on for you right now, my Scorpio risings. Mars, your primary life coach, is in the final moments of Gemini in your 8th house. So you are investing your energy. Mars tells you how to act. Mars tells you how to make decisions at any point of your life, because you are ruled by Mars. Mars in the 8th house in Gemini is saying, let's learn, let's understand around 8th house topics. finances, inheritances, wills, money I share with other people, my intimate life, my ability to be vulnerable, my traumas, my fears. There's a lot of mental stuff going on here that's helping you take action and move forward on these areas of life that are going to allow you, again, to make those wishes of your future, to move forward in a big way towards your dreams and your desires once and for all. And Pluto's helping you reprogram your mind in order to do that. So I love this for you, my Scorpio risings. So I'm gonna send you so much love and light at this new moon in Virgo. I have a little surprise for you. If you are curious how I plan my month ahead by understanding the astro weather, I'm gonna be dropping a video on September 1st. I've never made a video like this before, and I am going to be walking you through with my calendar how I look at the astro weather and how I strategically plan my month out by knowing what is going on in the astrology. So grab your birth chart and your calendar, hit the notification bell so you don't forget, and I'll see you back here on September 1st to help you plan your month ahead. Sagittarius risings, this new moon in Virgo is happening in your 10th house. This is your career time of the year. With that 11-11 moon, we are going to set new intentions and make wishes around our career, our reputation, our professional life, the public image that we have. Great time for you to really revamp what you want out of your career. It could be your income, it could be your industry. If you are wanting to leave jobs or getting a new job or getting a promotion, this is a beautiful time not only to set that intention and to start working towards it, but to make that wish that the right one lands in your lap. If you're wanting to change industries completely, a beautiful time to pivot, to say there's new energy here, there's fresh new beginnings. Now remember, you have Virgo as your 10th house. So my Sagittarius risings, the lens, the color glasses you put on in your career sector is Virgo. So you are meant to have a career, to have a professional life that really works with Virgo energy, to have a job where you can be organized, detailed, practical, be of service, solve problems, look at details, critique things. These are all industries and jobs that would work best for you as you have Virgo in the 10th house. So if you don't have a job that aligns with this Virgo energy, you may be out of balance. You may not be fulfilled in some way, Sagittarius rising. So now would be a great time to look at other industries or job opportunities that are more in alignment with this Virgo energy, where you can maximize your birth chart. Now, the sun is in Virgo as well right now. So the sun is highlighting and shining a spotlight on your 10th house area of life, allowing you to focus a little bit more energy and attention on your work life. So if people in your life are saying you're working so much right now, just say the sun in Virgo is in my 10th house. I got to work with this energy while I have it. So exciting time for you to really move forward. Remember that come January 11th of 2025, the South Node is going to enter into your career house. This is a major chapter of your life. This has not happened in 19 years. The South Node comes in and cuts away, releases, removes anything that does not serve you. It is fated, it is karmic, it is an ending that is beyond your control. So if you are not in alignment, if you are not on the correct career path, if you're not in the right industry for you, the South Node is going to come in and move you away from what you're doing. So this is the time you really want to set that intention to get really clear, to make those wishes of what you truly desire in this space of your life. Now, we are going to have the North Node opposite in your 4th house of home and family. So there's going to be new fated, destined opportunities to expand your family, expand your home life, move into a new home, something like that, that could be impacting your career. Maybe you get an opportunity to build a new home, but it's far from your current job. So you get this new home and you have to leave your job. Something like that. I'm not saying that will play out, but things like that could be happening in the upcoming ecliptic cycle. We're going to prepare for that now. Now, I do want to circle to your primary life coach, which is Jupiter. Wherever Jupiter is in the sky, he is bringing you blessing, opportunity, luck, and abundance. My Sagittarius risings, you are the luckiest rising sign of all 12, as Jupiter is your primary life coach. You only get that blessing and luck, however, is when you pay attention to where he is, what he's up to, and tapping into the zodiac energy that he is moving through. So, of course, he is moving through Gemini. You already know this. It's been going on since May. Will be going on until May of 2025. And this is amazing because it's in your 7th house of relationships. So in order for you to find blessing, opportunity, expansion, and growth, you need to be focusing on the relationships and the partnerships you have in your life: romantic, business, friendship, people you blend your energies with, your clients, people that you have one-on-one meetings with. These are where you find your pocket of opportunity, and it's through Gemini. communicating, learning, texting, asking questions, understanding, sharing, getting together with people. So this is a beautiful time for you at this new moon as you're moving forward in your career life. You want that new job, get out there and network with people. You want to open your own business, find some clients. People in your life, your relationships are going to be the portal, the gateway for the luck and the blessings, for the wishes that you're setting your intentions around in your career area of life at this time. My Sagittarius Rising, this is so exciting for you. Let me know how you're feeling at this time. So I'm gonna send you so much love and light at this new moon in Virgo. I have a little surprise for you. If you are curious how I plan my month ahead by understanding the astro weather, I'm gonna be dropping a video on September 1st. I've never made a video like this before, and I am going to be walking you through with my calendar how I look at the astro weather and how I strategically plan my month out by knowing what is going on in the astrology. So grab your birth chart and your calendar, hit the notification bell so you don't forget, and I'll see you back here on September 1st to help you plan your month ahead. My Capricorn risings, this new moon in Virgo is happening in your 9th house. So we are going to be setting new intentions and making a wish with this 11-11 moon around your 9th house areas of life. So we are looking at travel, experiences, expanding your wisdom through learning and education, checking things off your bucket list, creating new philosophies or belief systems in your life, and ultimately allowing yourself to expand to a higher consciousness through lived experiences. What an exciting time for you, because now you can set these intentions to put on your calendar those travels you've been meaning to do, or making a wish that maybe you've been wanting to go to a certain place and you want to meet someone that's a travel guide or someone who's been there and they can give you the inside scoop. Now, maybe you've had something on your bucket list for a really long time and you've always been putting it on the back burner. This is a time for you to say, you know what, no more. I'm setting that attention. I'm going for it. This is what I want. Also, a great time for you to make wishes if you are looking to get into a program or go to a higher education schooling of sorts, getting into college. A great time to begin that new chapter in your life as well. If you've been wanting to go on a retreat, if you've been wanting to find a mentor, if you've been wanting to change your philosophy or your belief systems or study under someone in a new, maybe religious or spiritual practice, great time for new beginnings. Ultimately, the 9th house space is saying, how are we living life? How are we gaining wisdom through Earth school experiences, right? This is the school of street smarts, not of book smarts. That's the 3rd house. So how can you expand, set new beginnings around this area of life, setting those intentions, making those wishes? Because it's very important to understand, come January 11th of 2025, the South Node is going to move into this area of your life. And the South Node forces you to release, let go of anything that is holding you back, that is keeping you stuck. It is this karmic redirection from the universe that is beyond your free will and that is meant to happen to you. So maybe you've had this certain philosophy or belief system or political ideology that you've had for so long. And come next year, that is going to change. As the South Node says, nope, not anymore. That's the old belief. That's the old version of you. And we need to up level and expand our consciousness into different beliefs. Also, it could be releasing and letting go of your hesitation to be spontaneous, saying, you know what, we have to make space to go on these adventures, to go on these travels and experiences. So there's some redirection happening at this time. However, we can work with that energy by setting intentions, looking at this area of life, saying, you know what, I'm going to be brave, I'm going to take a risk, I'm going to be spontaneous, and I'm going to get out there in the world and see what it's all about. So really exciting energy. Now, for you, my Capricorn risings, I know this can be challenging because your primary life coach is Saturn. You are Saturnian energy, meaning you want to be responsible, you want to follow the rules, you want to have boundaries, you want structure and discipline and organization, and want to have strong foundations. You kind of grow up way too fast, my Capricorn risings. However, at this time, your primary life coach, Saturn, is in Pisces, and Pisces is your 3rd house. So right now, you are learning Saturn to be more committed and disciplined around learning opportunities, learning more, understanding more, asking questions, traveling, looking at your faith, your belief systems, understanding how the world works. It's such an interesting energy for you right now because it's very mental. It's very much about thinking about your life, thinking about what's important to you, thinking about what you want to be committed to, what you want to focus your energy and attention on. And of course, your primary life coach is retrograde. So there's not a lot of outside lessons. It's like you standing up, being your own tough love dad and saying, hey, I got to get more committed to the things that are important to me. This could also be a very important time for you, my Capricorn risings, to tell your story. to share your beliefs, to share your knowledge, share your wisdom. If you go on a trip, maybe you share your itinerary on social media or you share it on TikTok or something like that. There's this need for you to share right now as Saturn is asking you to get out there and to share your beliefs. It's just such a really interesting time for you, my Capricorn risings. So I'm gonna send you so much love and light at this new moon in Virgo. I have a little surprise for you. If you are curious how I plan my month ahead by understanding the astro weather, I'm gonna be dropping a video on September 1st. I've never made a video like this before, and I am going to be walking you through with my calendar how I look at the astro weather and how I strategically plan my month out by knowing what is going on in the astrology. So grab your birth chart and your calendar, hit the notification bell so you don't forget, and I'll see you back here on September 1st to help you plan your month ahead. My Aquarius risings, this new moon in Virgo, the 1111 portal of making a wish and setting new intentions is happening in your 8th house. The 8th house is an interesting house. I call it the taboo house. It's all the areas of life that we do not talk about at the dining room table with strangers. So we're not talking about debts, loans, inheritances, taxes, other people's money. You're not talking about your marriage. You're not talking about your sex life. You're not talking about your psychological fears and traumas. And you're definitely not talking about your intimacy kind of spaces of life. So this is where the new moon is, and it's saying, hey, let's set new intentions, let's set new beginnings, let's make wishes around these areas of life. A great thing to work with this energy right now, Aquarius risings, is to make wishes for your partner's money. You could wish, for example, that they get the promotion that they deserve. You could wish that maybe you win the lottery, literally, or you get random checks in the mail. It's a beautiful time with Virgo being very clean and organized and detailed to look at this area of your life and say, where is my budget off? Where do I need to go back and maybe look at my inheritances or my wills? Maybe I need to look at debts and loans to get more organized here and understand what the interest rate is, or maybe I need to go reevaluate these things. Because when we have this energy and we focus where the sun is in Virgo in this taboo space of your life right now, Aquarius risings, you're able to have a spotlight, a brighter vision of the space, the 8th house that we don't like to look at because it's uncomfortable. But right now, you're getting the opportunity to not only look at it and see it clearer with the sun here, but this new beginning 1111 of making a wish for it to be different. Maybe you've had a lot of debt, a lot of loans, a lot of financial responsibilities, and you're just really praying and manifesting that these things get cleared up, that you get these random checks in the mail. Maybe you've been struggling in your intimate life, in your sex life with your partner, and you set this intention to work through that energy. Maybe it's going to therapy together. Maybe it's reading a book together. Maybe it's having conversations around this, right? Maybe it's solving problems. Virgo wants to solve problems here. Maybe there is something in your life when it comes to your fears or your traumas or these things that you just keep repressing and shoving down. You're saying, you know what? Now I'm going to go to therapy. Now I'm going to start this new beginning of facing my fears, facing what's holding me back, because I have this intention to have a greater life. I want to move forward in a big way. And you know all about moving forward, Aquarius risings, because your primary life coach is Uranus. And you're willing to choose change. You're willing to be unconventional. You're willing to be rebellious. And your primary life coach at the time of this new moon just went retrograde, literally the day before. This massive shift of energy of really turning inward and saying, how do I want to change who I am? I want to shock people. I want to liberate myself. I want to be authentic. I want to show up in the world in a way that feels so good to me, that is going to move me forward into the future, that looks different from the past. And the way to do that at this new moon in Virgo right now is to look at this taboo space of your life and say, what here needs a new beginning, needs a new fresh start, and how can I move forward, and what wishes can I make that the other realms, my ancestors, my spirit guides, God, can answer for me so I can move forward and have this beautiful new beginning. Because remember, ultimately, on January 11th of 2025, the South Node is going to enter into this 8th house space of your life. And when that happens, you're going to have eclipses here for 18 months. The South Node releases, it lets go of, it removes anything that's holding you back. And these are fated and destined things. It's kind of like karma is clearing here. So again, if you've had a lot of debt, a lot of loans, that karmic debt could be cleared. Maybe there's this intimate stuff going on in your life that could get cleared and removed. So setting intentions now and getting really Virgo detailed about this area of your life to understand what's going on here in a space you don't like to look at is really vital at this time. So big energy for you, my Aquarius risings. Remember, when the South Node enters into 8th house, the North Node is going to enter into Pisces in your 2nd house. So all the eclipses, you're getting a little preview of that in 2 weeks at the full moon in Pisces. But you're going to have eclipses rocking your financial area of life over the next 2 years, really shifting the way in which you're making money, sharing money, acquiring assets and resources, where it's coming from. So you're going to go on that roller coaster ride. Just get clear and detailed right now. So I'm going to send you so much love and light at this new moon in Virgo. I have a little surprise for you. If you are curious how I plan my month ahead by understanding the astro weather, I'm going to be dropping a video on September 1st. I've never made a video like this before, and I am going to be walking you through with my calendar how I look at the astro weather and how I strategically plan my month out by knowing what is going on in the astrology. So grab your birth chart and your calendar, hit the notification bell so you don't forget, and I'll see you back here on September 1st to help you plan your month ahead. My Pisces risings, what an exciting time in your life as we're moving into this new moon in Virgo, the 11/11 moon of making a wish and setting new intentions. This is your relationship moon of the year. And as a relational astrologer, I am honored to talk to you about this and help you guide through this energy, because we got eclipses that are about to rock your world for the next 2 years in Pisces and Virgo, your me and your we house. So let's break it down. This new moon is asking you to set new intentions, new beginnings, and to make a wish around the people you are connected with. This is your romantic partners, your marriage partners, long-term relationships of all sorts, like friendships you've had for a long time. This could be clients, people you connect with on a one-on-one basis, and business partners, open enemies, so much more. Anyone that you have to blend your energy with, this is this new moon to set a new beginning up. Now, you can make a wish if you're wanting to call in that ideal client, that ideal business partner, a romantic partner. You're wanting to get married, you're wanting to get engaged. A beautiful time, my Pisces rising, with 11/11 portal open and the other realms helping you and supporting you move forward in the relationship area of your life. But it's so important for you to understand that you have to work here. This is Virgo. You need relationships that balance your Pisces energy out. You need relationships that are earthy, grounded, practical, tangible, that keep you on track. The ideal partners for you would have a lot of earth energy in their chart. Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus. It could be their sun, it could be their moon, it could be multiple planets, or maybe they just really understand that earth energy and that's what they embody. So really looking at relationships in your life and saying, which ones need a refresh? What ones need a new beginning? And which ones do I just flat out need newness, right? So it doesn't mean necessarily that you would get divorced, but maybe it's like this relationship needs a fresh new intention, a new beginning, a new reset in some way. Big energy here for you. If you are a business owner, beautiful time for you to attract new clients, to meet new people, to find collaborations in your local community of sorts. But remember, Virgo wants you to be detailed. It wants to communicate. It wants to fix things. Be very cautious and careful that you are not too critical and too nagging of the people in your life, as you have Virgo that rules this for you. Now, also, when we are looking at January 11th of 2025, this is when things get really interesting for you, Pisces risings, because that is when the South Node enters into your relationship sector, your 7th house, and the North Node will enter into your 1st house of Pisces. This is opening up the ecliptic portal officially for 18 months, redirecting you, getting you back on your path, the cosmic, collective, karmic energy rebalancing and fated destined experiences moving through your me and we house. What does that mean? The South Node removes, it cuts away anything that doesn't serve you. So once that happens, you might have relationships in your life that are not meant for you, experiences happening to you that wakes you up and says, you know what, this is not the person I'm supposed to be in connection with. It's not the person I'm supposed to be blending my energy with. And you release them and you let them go with those eclipses. So therefore, at this time, you want to set new intentions. You want to really say, I want to make a wish around making this better. I want to improve these relationships, or I know it's time for me to find new ones, because if we don't, the universe, the cosmic energy will do that for us next year. Now, the North Node being in Pisces is exciting because that's going to change your identity. It's going to up-level you. It's going to really expand you. It's going to give you this glow up energy. for the next 2 years. So you have a lot of goodness coming for you. Now, as we circle back to your primary life coach, you have Neptune and Jupiter as your primary life coach, meaning wherever these two planets are in the sky is going to impact you the most. It's how you're expanding and learning your lessons here in this lifetime. So Neptune has been in your first house for so many years, and this is something that is going to be ending next year. So he's in his final hurrah here, helping you just see clear who you are, what you want, what you need, what you desire. He's retrograde. So the rose-colored glasses are off and you're really looking at yourself, your avatar, how you show up in the world and how you want to be seen, and really moving through that energy. And Jupiter, your other primary life coach, is in your fourth house of home and family. He is here to deliver luck and blessing, opportunity, expansion, growth, all goodness. He gives you gifts. And right now he's giving you those gifts in your fourth house of home and family. So opportunities maybe to move home, expand home, renovate your home, bringing in new family members into your home. So this is really impacting with Virgo, your seventh house, Saturn and Neptune in your first house, and Jupiter, your primary life coach, in your fourth house. These are 3 of the 4 anchor areas of our life. I consider the first house, the fourth house, the seventh house, and the 10th house anchor houses of our life. Because the first house is who I am. I'm Mandy Rose. The fourth house is where we live. I live in Florida. The 7th house is our relationship status. I'm single. And the 10th house is my career. I'm a relational astrologer. This is how we introduce ourselves because they're pivotal, foundational aspects of our life. And you have 3 of the 4 being activated at this new moon. So Pisces, this is a huge time for you, huge up level as we go into the upcoming eclipse cycle with a slight preview of what's to come at the full moon in Pisces. So make sure you subscribe, come back as we're going to break that down, because whatever's going on in the next 2 weeks is going to really initiate you into the next year and a half. So I'm going to send you so much love and light at this new moon in Virgo. I have a little surprise for you. If you are curious how I plan my month ahead by understanding the astro weather, I'm going to be dropping a video on September 1st. I've never made a video like this before, and I am going to be walking you through with my calendar how I look at the astro weather and how I strategically plan my month out by knowing what is going on in the astrology. So grab your birth chart and your calendar, hit the notification bell so you don't forget, and I'll see you back here on September 1st to help you plan your month ahead.